Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine Westbrooks, and in today's video, we're talking about the top 10 differences between VIPKID and Outschool. I've been seeing a lot of questions about how are these two companies different, and so today's video, we're going to talk about all the differences that I know of. And as always, guys, please like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos about Outschool, VIPKID, or online teaching in general. Number one is the students on Outschool speak English. So for VIPKID, the students do not speak English. They are learning English, so you are teaching them ESL online. For Outschool, the students already speak English, and they are taking classes on other subject areas and other content areas. I have seen some teachers who do offer ESL classes on Outschool, but the students do speak English. Number two is the hours. For VIPKID, I live in the central time zone, and so the only hours that I could work for VIPKID were 7:30 at night until 9 o'clock in the morning, and that last hour never got booked, and so really it was 7:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning. For Outschool, you can open up classes whenever you want to teach. So it is primarily students in the United States, so you can teach during the day, which is super nice because you get to sleep in, but you can also set up times in the morning or in the evening if you would like to, because there are students who take Outschool classes that live in other parts of the world. I've had students that take classes from London, from Australia, from Spain. They all speak English, but they live in other areas of the world. So you can literally work whenever you want to with Outschool and open up class times whenever you want to teach and whatever works for your schedule. Number three is a big one. It is the curriculum. Okay, VIPKID gives you all of the curriculum. They give you what lessons to teach and even like a script of like how to teach that slide. So it is just handed to you. Okay, Outschool is not that way. You create your own class content. So guys, this is exciting, but also it is super overwhelming if you're just getting started. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions about how to create your own courses and what should I teach. And guys, I was right there with you. Okay, 1 month ago, I was right in your shoes wondering, how am I going to do this? What am I going to teach? And I was so overwhelmed with possibilities. Okay, I recommend that you go on the Outschool website, that you go up to find classes, and that you just browse through and see what you could see yourself teaching, what you like. Now, while I don't recommend that you copy exactly what someone else is doing, okay, I don't think that you should copy, but I do think that you can get inspired by other teachers, and especially teachers that are already doing well in Outschool. Okay, guys, what are their class listings like? What are they pricing their classes at? What is their intro video like? Okay, look at those examples of what's doing well in Outschool and kind of model your profile and your class listing after theirs. Okay, so don't copy. Okay, but you can model it after theirs. And Outschool does recommend that many different teachers teach things on the same content area because every learner is different. Every teacher is different. Every learner is going to connect with a different style of teacher. So if you do end up teaching something that is really similar to someone else, now I don't recommend that you copy, again, but if it's similar, okay, that's okay. I think that's fine because every learner is going to connect with a different type of teacher. I saw this quote on this one YouTube channel, and I will link her channel down below, about how to grow your subscribers. And while she was talking about this, she brought up a really good quote, and I'm going to read it to you because I just love it. She said, "No one can do what you can do the exact way you do it." So I take that as no one's going to teach that class the way you would. Okay, so even if it's the same book, okay, you're going to teach that class totally different, okay, because you're a different person. No one can teach it how you would teach it, okay? So I recommend that you find inspiration on Outschool, look on there, see what you want to teach, find someone who's already doing well in Outschool and kind of model your profile and your class listing after theirs and just see where it goes. But just remember, okay, do you like no one else can do, because even if you're teaching the exact same class, which I don't recommend, but even if you are, no one's going to do it exactly how you would do it because no one's you. So do you like only you can. Number four is the class length. For VIPKID, a vast majority of their classes are 25 minutes in length. Okay, for Outschool, you choose how long your classes are. I have seen classes that are 25 minutes. I've seen classes that are 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour long. It is up to you how long your classes run. It's also up to you how frequently those classes meet. Some classes only meet one time. Some classes meet 3 times a week. Some classes meet once a week for 10 weeks. So you are in complete control of how long your classes are, as well as the frequency of those classes and how often you meet with those students. Number 5, and this one is my favorite difference, okay, is the pay. VIPKid, it is a set pay scale where you can only earn so much. Okay, so for me personally, working for VIPKid, my base rate was $9 per class. And then if I got the bonuses that they offer for being on time and for teaching over 45 classes, I got $11 a class, which was $22 an hour. Okay, pretty good, right? For Outschool, there is unlimited possibilities for your pay. And this is the most exciting part, guys. Right now, and this is just a disclaimer, I'm not saying that if you work for Outschool that you'll make this, but this is just my experience and how much I'm making. I'm averaging about $70 an hour. It's crazy, working from home. So Outschool is unlimited possibilities on what you make per hour because you set the rate for how much you charge per student, and you set how long your classes are and how often they meet. So you're really in control of your schedule and your pay and how much money you want to make. Number 6 is the requirements. For VIPKid, they have very strict requirements for their teachers where you have to have a bachelor's degree, you have to have 2 years of teaching experience, and you have to have eligibility to work in the US or Canada. Outschool does not require a bachelor's degree. Their belief is that many teachers can offer positive class experiences based on their experience and their interests. Outschool does require that you are a full-time resident in the United States, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, or the United Kingdom. They also require that you have a reliable and fast internet connection, that you are at least 18 years old, that you are able to manage an online classroom, and that you're able to speak English well, both written and spoken English. Number 7 is a really important one. You do not have to leave feedback for Outschool. Okay, VIPKid, you do not get paid unless you leave feedback within 24 hours, and if you leave it after 12 hours, then you get half of your pay. Okay, so they're very strict about you leaving feedback, and sometimes, guys, it would take me like 30 minutes to leave feedback for all of my classes that I taught that morning. For Outschool, there is no feedback. Okay, you teach your class, and once you say goodbye to your students, that is it. Okay, if a parent emails you, then obviously you want to respond to that email, but there is no class feedback. Number 8 is also a pretty big difference, and it has to do with the cancellation penalties. For VIPKid, you were only allowed to cancel 6 classes within one contract period, and then your contract would be put under review, and you might not get renewed for your next contract. For Outschool, there is no official cancellation penalty. However, if you cancel too many classes within 24 hours and don't communicate with the parents, don't offer a scheduled makeup session for that class, or if you're just not showing up, then that can be a problem and they can remove you from the Outschool platform. With that being said, things do come up, people get sick, so Outschool does recommend that you cancel class within 24 hours or 1 day before the class starts, and that you do communicate with the parents and either offer a refund or offer a scheduled makeup session for that class. Now, this is your business, guys, so I would not recommend making a habit out of you canceling class because that is not a good look. But it is nice to know that if you are sick or your spouse is sick or your child is sick or there is an emergency, that you are able to cancel class and just explain to the parents what's happening and either offer a refund or another scheduled makeup session for that class. Number 9 is parent communication. With VIPKid, they handle all of the parent communication, mainly because there is a huge language barrier, and so all communication is done through either the feedback that is translated or through the learning partners where the parents can talk to them and then they talk to you. So there's no communication directly with the parents. With Outschool, you do speak to the parents, so they can email you, ask you questions, they can ask you to move their child from this time slot to this time slot because something came up with their schedule. They can ask you for like a refund because they had to miss the class. They do communicate with you directly, so that is a huge difference that you are responsible for responding to parent emails and answering questions that they have about your classes. Number 10 is the technology support. So with VIPKid during class, if there were any issues with technology, with, you couldn't hear the student, they couldn't hear you, or there were internet issues, then the firemen would come in and they would try to help you resolve the issues. With Outschool, there is no technology support team during your classes. So if you have an issue with Zoom or you can't hear a student or they can't hear you, that is your responsibility for you to know how to troubleshoot and know how to solve that problem. And so there's no built-in support for you during class time with technology. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. So if this video was helpful for you, please give it a like and subscribe. There are lots more Outschool videos to come. And as always, my email is down below. Please email me with any questions you have. If you want to apply to Outschool, I have my referral link down below. But if you use that, please email me because Outschool does not give me your email address. I would love to help you through this process and help you get teaching on Outschool. And remember, do you like only you can. Bye, guys. I'll see you next time.